Welcome back. Okay, here's what we want to do. We want to take this artillery piece over here and put a round in it that will go fast enough to hit an incoming missile, and we want it to be cheap. Sounds easy enough. Meet the Army's multi-domain artillery cannon system. Jen Judson learned about this project and more from the director of the Rapid Capabilities and Critical Technologies Office at AUSA. Have a look.
Hello, Lieutenant General Rasch. Thank you for joining us. You're at the Rapid Capabilities and Critical Technologies Office, otherwise known as RICTO. Appreciate you being here. I know you have a busy schedule here at AUSA, but I wanted to dive into some of the programs that your office is working on. You know, you get a lot of attention for things like hypersonic development, directed energy. But recently we discussed the multi-domain artillery cannon program. So can you talk a little bit about what you're doing there with that specific effort?
Sure, and great to see you, Jen. I hope you're having a great conference. So multi-domain artillery cannon system is a new start for RICTO. Obviously, we're waiting on appropriations, but really picking up a science and technology effort that's been worked at the Strategic Capabilities Office for a long time, really trying to get after the cost curve on engaging, in the air missile defense domain. Everything now, and we've got very, very capable effectors on the missile side of the house, but they're very expensive. So multi-domain artillery cannon system is an attempt to develop a operational prototype capability that uses a hypervelocity projectile out of a traditional, artillery cannon system to lower the cost, the projectile being less expensive than an interceptor, to get at some of our more advanced threats. Really excited about this. This is going to be a go-fast RICTO effort. I've got about 3 years to take this capability and get it to a battery-level configuration so we can take it out into the Army and do an operational assessment.
Okay. Talk about what your, this was a program that was originally part of the SCO, the Strategic Capabilities Office. They've done a lot of work. This is based also off of the technology that the Army was working on for a while, the Extended Range Cannon Artillery program, which was moved back into S&T, uses a much longer cannon tube, but you plan on using elements of the URCA system and taking what SCO has developed. So talk a little bit about what SCO has done to work on both the URCA, maybe solving some of the issues that the Army ran into with that. And some of the work that they've done to kind of bring this technology to bear so that you can make it Army green, if you will.
Great question. So SCO has done a tremendous effort, and this isn't just a near-term effort for them. They've been working this problem for a while, really working the kill chain, the entirety of the kill chain, so the interferometer radar, all the way, which actually tracks not just the target, but the hypervelocity projectile, because it's steerable. So they've worked that kill chain really hard, and we believe have a good demonstratable capability at this point in time. The URCA aspect of it was obviously a cannon that was available, and they didn't use the entire system. They used components of it, but certainly the main artillery piece itself, the 58 caliber cannon tube, really good for this type of mission set based on the amount of muzzle velocity that you can get out of that. But we're using it slightly different. We're going with smooth bore for the projectile we have versus rifling. That should help with some of the reliability, and also some modifications of some components like muzzle breach, where there were some early issues with URCA. We have learned from that. A lot of the team the Army's had working on this program has been embedded with SCO, as well as taking the lessons learned from the URCA program so that we don't have to relearn those as we do our next level of prototyping.